Hello, Ragul. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Great. Ragul, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about Ragul's Technology Museum.
And specifically, what are we going to focus on?
Mm,
Museum rules.
we're going to focus on museum rules.
Okay. So is your museum strict or is it very relaxed and easygoing?
Some of it is strict and some of it it's relaxing.
Mhm.
That's what I'll say.
Okay. So I mean, what are some general rules at a museum? Not just your museum, but any museum.
That you might the rules like you can't drink anything in a museum. You might spill them on the computers, or you can't touch smartphones because they will get them dirty. You can't play with the robots. They look cute, but they can be dangerous and stuff.
What about like running? Can you run in a museum?
No, because you might knock out one of the exhibits, or you might just hurt yourself.
What about exploring on your own, like getting away from the group, just exploring on your own? Is that allowed in a museum?
No, it's not.
Oh, why not?
Because if you're an adult, you can go by yourself because they are adults. But it's easy for them to get lost too because it's not a tour guide.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about your museum here. Again, this is what's the name of your museum again?
Write the rules for your museum.
No, that's part of the worksheet. So you have the Ragul's Technology Museum. What's the first exhibit?
The first exhibit is robots in disguise.
And what's the rule here? What mustn't you do in this exhibit? What's one of your rules here? What mustn't you do?
You mustn't in robots in disguise in exhibit, you mustn't fight over the controllers because you might break the controllers or the screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can't fight over the controllers. Why?
Because if you fight over the controllers, you don't break them or anything. If you just pull them and go die like that, you just pull them, you might hurt you might fight over it, like fighting for real. You might fight over it. Only if you're a kid.
Yeah. And
kids fight.
And here we have the giant rocket exhibit. Can you explain this one?
The giant rocket exhibit. Children in the tree must not go in the giant rocket alone. The children might press random buttons or might break the rocket.
Oh. Okay, so is this a very dangerous exhibit?
No, it's not that dangerous. It's not that dangerous.
Okay, but the rocket goes to space, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does go to space, but if you know I lost this video in Alvin and the Chipmunks, and it's and there was a rocket and they did go to space, but there was a little because when it launched to space, it came right back. It came right back and attached back to the thing that launched it into space, and then after that, it just smoothly just land down in the land. It just landed down. Okay. That was safe. So I guess this is the same thing.
So let's
but if you press random buttons, you might break the rocket because you just go you just might break them.
Okay, so here we have another exhibit. It involves a microphone. What exhibit is this?
Hello?
Yeah, what exhibit is this? It involves a microphone. What exhibit is this?
It's called the giant microphone.
And what's the major rule here?
The major rule is that you're not supposed to make bad wishes. This is an example. Wishes grown-ups do not exist, which the microphone will grant.
So specifically, why shouldn't you make bad wishes? Or what is a bad, I mean, who cares, right? Why bad
And
wishes?
okay, so here's the thing. If you make it that grown-ups don't exist, who will cook for you?
Okay, it's a good point.
And
So what
who
are
will
some
and if
examples?
that happens, no one will cook you pizza or anything. It now not
Hmm.
even food won't be invented.
So
Only
what kind
only
of,
the big only the older ones need to cook for themselves.
so
Even if
what,
their parents didn't teach them, they need to find out.
what kind of wishes should you make?
You should make good wishes like what let me think. Like you can make good wishes like you want something, like you want a Bakugan or toys or something. Or if you just want, or if you just want some stuff like blankets and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I should have said that poor people will come and can wish over here, so at least they can get food and eat.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they can afford anything like blankets and stuff.
Let's look at this rule and then explain what the exhibit is. What's
You
this
need
rule
to
here?
okay. It's called It's called the fight will never end. You need robots in the sky. You need to treat the robots with respect, or else they will be angry and not listen to you. They will explode because you made them mad. Their energy is very hyper, energy intensive. That will probably include fire. You will be safe from the robotic explosion if you pay $700.
Oh, well, I mean,
You'll only be safe from the robot explosion, but you need to pay $700. You'll be safe, but you need to pay $100.
so if you pay $700, what exactly do you get? I mean, what protects you with that 700?
Okay.
What's the protection?
No, actually, they don't. The 700 doesn't protect you. The robot explosion is not that dangerous, but since it explode, all the parts and pieces will go, and since they need to, rebuild it and make some film, and some pieces might break and stuff, so they need to have the first half of $700 to fix the robot, and the other half for themselves, because since they exploded the rocket.
I see.
I mean the robot.
Okay.
The
Let's look at
$700
the
just
very
means running the phone.
last rule. Again, explain what is this exhibit and what is the rule?
The rule is you are not allowed to make dangerous power. That is why our inspectors will decide and see which power is safe to use.
So what exhibit is this?
Huh? What is it?
Yeah, what's the exhibit here? Is it the Tobot exhibit?
Yes.
Okay, and so who are these inspectors? What are they inspecting?
They inspect the powers so they know it is safe, because if you use dangerous powers, you might, explode a lab or a science museum. Yeah.
Okay. And
But
so,
even the robot.
yeah, so anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to mention regarding your technology museum?
Yeah, I like to mention that the technology museum is for kids and adults. And I think that's all.
Okay, well, anyway, thank you very much. Hopefully we see each other soon because you have a story. You want to just share your story real quick? You mentioned your story idea.
Yeah. Yes.
What's your story idea? Can you share it with us?
It's called The Wolf's Life.
Okay, and what exactly is the idea behind Wolf's Life?
The only idea I can say is that it's the wolf's life. It means like there's a wolf there, and I'm not going to tell the wolf's name yet. Only when I make that story, I'll tell the name, because the name is going to be as a surprise, and
Mhm.
it going and actually, and this is a surprise because wolves in the wolf's life there'll be a lot of adventurous things that wolves will do,
Mhm.
and he and after that you'll see the other surprising events it will do. It's very interesting and it's adventurous.
Okay, can we see your face real quick before we leave? Oh, there you are. Okay, well, thank you very much, Ragul. Okay, we'll do some more videos coming up. Say bye.
Bye.